clunk clunk noise, and I thought that something horrible was going on. And I guess when it really comes down to it, I could have stayed out there and finished off my trip, but I'm smarter than that. I'm smart enough to know that if you're having problems with your vehicle and you can still turn around and go home and then get it to the shop without having to get your truck towed, that's the way to go. So, this is the story of a couple of trips out, and each time I ran into troubles with the suspension on my pickup, so I turned around and I went home. And funny enough, each one of these trips is punctuated by a trip to El Paso Taco Shop. Well, I'm off on another adventure. It's a couple days after Christmas, and I took the entire week off, so I figured I would get in an overnighter out in the desert. Just pulled off on Dos Cabezas Road. It's been a while since I've camped out here, but it's one of those places that I always return to. I've got a couple of little campsites picked out that I love to go back to every time, and hopefully one of them's available. It's already about almost 3:30. I figure I'll camp here tonight and then go and do a bunch of exploring tomorrow. So we have a plan. So anyways, yeah, the last time I was out here, I had just pulled off the dirt in Dos Cabezas. Rolled off onto the dirt, and I put it in four-wheel drive, and it just sounded wrong. It sounded wrong, like grinding noise. So I stopped right away. I got underneath, I looked at it, and on the driver's side, the front axle had just like ate itself. There was grease everywhere, and so that was not cool. So here's camp for tonight. Found a pretty level spot. Looks like the moon is setting. A little fire for later. And now I'm going to start cooking. The sky sure is putting on a show right now. So yeah, on the second trip out, I'm still having problems with the truck. It's making this weird banging, clunking sound, and I don't know what the hell it is. Thankfully, I got in an overnighter. I'd really been wanting to get out to the desert, so there's that. So, I wanted to talk about all of the things that have happened to my F-150 over the last couple of weeks. I've had almost the entire front suspension replaced. There's brand new axles, control arms. The springs are the same springs. And then I got new shocks a while ago, new bushings, and the final thing was brand new sway bar bushings. The last time I was out, everything seemed fine, but there was a bad clunking noise, and so I had to get those replaced too, and that was kind of a drag because I wasn't sure if something was really going wrong or not. And you know, that stress of, am I gonna break my truck? So replaced all the front suspension, including those bushings. The bushings, the old ones, were so soft that it was allowing the sway bar to hit the bushing mount, and it was making this clunk, clunk, clunk noise, and I thought that something horrible was going on. And I guess when it really comes down to it, I could have stayed out there and finished off my trip, but I've cut a lot of trips short lately because of the issues that I've been having. But right now, it seems like everything is really buttoned up and we should be able to go and have some fun. So as soon as I stop this video, I'm gonna air the pickup down and take it to about 18 pounds in each tire, and then drop into Canyon San Nobre and see where we go from there. We'll do some bouncing around and mess around in the slot canyons. We'll see how far we go today. But there it is. We're ready to go. And it really, really is a beautiful day out here. All these big clouds and then patches of sunlight. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. So, onward to adventure. All right, tires are down to the proper pressure. We can get going. So we're right at the intersection of, let's see, Vallecito Creek Road and Arroyo Seco del Diablo. This is where it turns to head toward the drop-off, and from the drop-off you go through some more slot canyons until you come to Fish Creek Wash. And then Fish Creek Wash is a pretty long road, passes by some wind caves, and then out to the northeast side of Anza Borrego. So we're gonna keep going. So far so good. The only thing that I'm really noticing is in the rear I've got some lift blocks, and I need to get those out of there and get some proper leaf springs or add a leaf or something other than lift blocks, because you get that little bit of axle wrap and it makes the back end hop, and that's just not cool. So more upgrades to do, but it feels like the front is really good. The those brand new sway bar bushings are super squeaky, so hopefully that calms down in a little bit. But so far so good. Everything seems like it's really, really nice. We're just starting to come out of the slot. Keeps getting more and more shallow. Pretty soon we'll be at the turn off to Diablo drop off. This is a really fun road, and oh my gosh, the clouds and the light, everything looks so cool right now. all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. I think the truck's gonna be good. I need to do a couple more small things, like deal with those leaf springs, but yeah, everything seems good. So, onward and upward, more adventures.